Hi guys, I'm Anissa and I'm back with another video. Today I'm here to give you my January TBR. Before I get into this, I know I said I wanted to be participating in the Readathon as many months as I could, but I didn't realize that the Readathon for January actually started on the 2nd of January and I wasn't prepared, so I couldn't really... yeah, I don't want to be participating in Readathon where I can only participate in half of it because I wasn't ready for it. So I'm gonna start out by joining the February Readathon and then get into it then. I'll see if I can find some other Readathons to join in January. If you have some suggestions in mind, then leave them in the comments down below. I'd like to check out some new Readathons. First of all, I'd like to tell you the books that I'm currently working on that I know that I'll definitely finish in January, and the first one of those is going to be The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. I'm currently about 63% through with it. I think I have 3 to 4 hours left of the audio. It's good, but not as good as I expected it to be, honestly, so far. Yeah, but I'm enjoying it somewhat. And the other book that I'm also currently working on is Magic Study by Marie V. Snyder, the second book to the Study trilogy, and I am about 106 pages into this book now, and it's a 397 pages book. It's going really fast already. Lots of things are happening, and I'm so glad I'm back in this world. Cannot believe I've been postponing it for so long. It's already really good. Then I have also started somewhat into The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. This is the book that I got as a Christmas present. I am currently 57 pages into the book. It was a book that I was attempting to start on the 1st of January, and I was so tired, and it's not a fast-paced book, at least in the beginning, so I'm gonna wait until later in the month to try and get through it, but yeah, right now is not the right time, at least. It's almost a 600 pages book, so there's a lot of pages to read. Then I also have some library books that I hope that I'll get to. I have the second volume of The Fullmetal Alchemist. I don't know if it has another title than the first one. I just think it's called Volume 2. I'm interested in seeing where this is all gonna go. I really enjoyed the first volume of this series, so and it's going to be a very quick one, so I hope I'll pick this up pretty soon. Then I also have Death's Shadow by Jacob Weinrich. I think he's a Danish author because there's no original title here, so that's why I've just translated it directly. But it doesn't have an original title as it usually does if it's an English title translated into a Danish. It's the first book in a series called The Scorpion. I'm not sure exactly what it's about, but it's really short, and I'm interested in seeing if it's a horror or if it's just a thriller. It was in the thriller horror section of the young adult section of the library. And then I also have book 2 to the House of Kumari series, which is called Flesh and Blood by Kristen Painter. I really enjoyed the first book in the series, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting back into this world. So we'll see when that will happen. If it will be in January or just later. And then I also have Wizard and Glass by Stephen King, the 4th book to the Dark Tower series. I really enjoyed especially book 3 of this series. The whole scene with the train and all that was really creepy. But I also really liked the second book. But the first was a little boring, but I've heard from my brother that this is his favorite, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. And the final library book that I have on my shelf at the moment is called The Camel Club by David Baldacci. It's set around the White House. I think it's something to do with those working, like, advising the politicians or something. I'm not sure about that. but I'm looking forward to it. It seems like David Baldacci is sort of writing in the similar style to John Grisham, maybe. That's what I'm thinking and hoping as well, because I think John Grisham is a terrific writer. I read The Firm and it was completely amazing. Apart from that, I think I want to try and finish Night Circus in January as well. I am about halfway through with it, so I hope that I'll be able to get back to this. I have quite a few books that I've been working on that I would like to finish in January. And then I also want to read book 12 in the Dresden Files series. I forgot the title of the 12th book. I'll put a link to a cover link here, so you can see the title and the cover. I recently downloaded all of the last released books in the series to my Audible account, so I'm ready to listen to them basically already. Basically the minute I finish the next one, I think I'm gonna start it, and then we'll see if I'll pick up another Robin Hobb book in this month as well. These are currently my plans, but I also have my challenges from that I talked about in my Goodreads goal, that I wanted to read a Kindle book and a book from the top of my TBR list. So we'll see if that happens this month with these books that I already have. But otherwise, it's okay if I sort of combine some of the months where I read 2 books so I can catch up on it, just as long as I read 12 from each of these categories, if you know what I mean. And I have a TBR jar. It turned out to be a tin can, and it's with a little angel on it, so it's still a Christmas can. I'm gonna buy something that's more suitable for this, but I couldn't find anything that I could use, because everything else I have of sort of jars are being used for food supplies and stuff. So yeah, but I'm gonna pick something out here. I have 12 little pieces of paper in here with something on it, and I will see what my task for January is going to be. Funnily enough, I picked the 12th one, and that is fantasy. I think I'm gonna go with The Truth Witch by Susan Dennett. I know the sequel's coming out soon, so if I like this, then I'll be able to get the sequel pretty fast afterwards. And I think this is what I'm gonna go with so far. If I change my mind, you'll see in my January wrap up. But yeah, so Truth Witch by Susan Dennett, which is what I'm gonna choose for fantasy. I'm not gonna get through all these books, I already know that, but it's nice to have a stack of books to choose from. So this is my TBR stack. It's really tall, and I don't think I'm gonna manage it, but we'll see how well I'm doing when we come to the end of January. Whew, it was heavy. Let me know in the comments down below which books you're planning on reading for January. Have you read any of the books that I'm planning on picking up? And if you have, what did you think of them? Just tell me which books I should prefer to read before the others. Yeah. Also, let me know in the comments down below about any January readathons. I'd really like to know about those as well, because I'm interested in joining one, since one of my goals is to join a readathon each month. Yeah. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video, hopefully very, very soon. Bye bye.